Just XRP, just XRP. What will happen to the price of XRP in the following days, weeks, and months? Let's figure it out. What's going to happen now? I believe we understood it well. We're going to look at these technical studies from different experts to figure out what to next, since there seems to be another delay. They keep getting pushback on everything they do that has to do with XRP change. The SEC hasn't made a ruling yet about Bitwise and CoinShares, Grayscale and CanXR, and XRP ETF. The new due date is October 2025, but that doesn't matter because we knew that was the last day, right? It looks like all they want is for people who own XRP to be mad. Also, yes, I did see this too in my notes. A lot of people are scared in these YouTube flicks. Why is an extra peak going off? They ask still. They want you to do that. Why do you think there are delays after delays? It always takes two need to do something. Also, this is beautiful because it looks like you've been holding a beach ball underwater for too long. For the price to go through the roof, it has to pop at some point. This is why these EFs keep getting pushed back. XRP will go through the same thing. The SEC case came first to get everyone ready, even though they put it off. Okay, here's number 2. This is a big one. After this, a lot of money will pour into XRP. This is what I think they're doing to make sure it doesn't happen too soon after a certain event. Okay, I also want to let the SEC and market makers know that there will be more liquidity the longer you wait. Just a thought. We won't see these spot ETFs like XRP spot ETFs until the end of October 2025. Next is Ripple's July 2, 2025 request for a national bank charter. In the OC handle, they said this should normally be decided in 120 days.
Wow, guys.
In fact, Ripple asked, do you want to open a bank, right? Most of the time, that takes 120 days, also by the end of October. Why does this happen, and that's why they pushed it back? It will all fit together. More than likely, the extra fee will be 1010, which could happen in October. A lot of things might happen at the same time. I can't believe this. If I'm not mistaken, Ripple needs a bank charter right now to turn itself into a bank. They will know everything there is to know about crypto. I guess it's not a standard bank now that we're in a new era. But our systems need to be brought up to date. How Ripple works is like that. This is really cool. From a person you can trust. We now know the news, right? It's still possible. We already knew October 31 was the last day to send in our work, right? I knew already. So I wouldn't even say it was late. What's going to happen with XRP in the following weeks or months? There are charts from reputable crypto here, and I also have my own statistical research. We'll try to figure out what XRP can do over the next few days, weeks, or months. Please also like these movies to show that you trust them. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop, yes. No matter what, I'm not going to stop, even though I have a little headache right now. The first chart, which shows XRP versus Ethereum, has reached my goal price drop area, which is also in the middle of the range. After a 700% rise from the range lows, the price went down for 3 months. Guys, this is the XRP chart for fake coins, not Bitcoin or XRP, okay? Now, we said a few months ago that this chart would go back to this area of support because this group of resistance is now becoming support. It should be held up by this place, I agree. This is against Ethereum. We know that ETA will get a $6,000, and when it happens, this thing will eat Ethereum's return on investment. That is the first one. The second picture shows that XRP USD has been stable above its all-time high for 9 months now. The Montega is finished. What do you think about the second figure, which shows XRP and USD? There is support, resistance, and opposition. That level is too hard for you to get past. What is that $2, right? I feel something. Yes, kwon it wouldn't have worked if XRP had dropped below that level, but it didn't. I like how the building looks, guys. Please let me know when this was fixed. That's us. We might go very low. That's going to happen. Okay. 3 charts all point to the same idea about how the US dollar got married. He put this in since the 2 maps look great together. Ethereum USC is getting close to its all-time high after a clean 5 wave move off of 2,100. To fix this final urge, it's likely to go through some consolidation. So he's basically saying that Ether will cool down a bit and then the next big thing will likely happen. All of this means that the next time XRP won't do as well against Ethereum is getting closer.
Yes.
That shows this chart. So I think it was right here, guys, that you should bring Ethereum if you have any. You can sell your Ethereum for XRP so you don't have to hold on to a coin. A coin down won't do better than XRP. Both Bitcoin and XRP held their previous all-time highs for months before continuing to rise because the last all-time high, which came after a very bad bear market, is a good place for sellers to start locking in their gains. This makes sense. However, Ethereum is getting very close to its all-time high for the first time. This happens after a clean 5-wave impact. That's why it makes sense to think that it might need some time to settle down and get used to the move before it can keep growing. That's exactly what he means. Cryptocurrency that you can trust on the ETH pair says that maybe this will happen, right? In the same way that XRP did to calm things down. It will make the next leg higher after it calms down for a while. So instead of ETH, you should switch to XRP right now since XRP won't stay safe like this forever. It might just go up instead of down that way, up that way. Okay. On the other hand, XRP is almost done with its 9th month of staying at its previous Al Ninton high. It's probably getting ready for the next step very soon. There is support in the middle range on the XRP versus Ether chart, which supports the idea that XRP may be getting ready for its next rise while Ether may be cooling off from its last one. It's almost time to close it. Please keep in mind that this is a trustworthy crypto saying it. I'm done with this picture now because I've already talked too much about it. You guys know what to do with XRP. That's fine, thank you. I need help with this. It costs $260 for the second one. This is how I hope things go. Why? Check it out. In what way could that be better? Isn't that a real red flag on if you aim this range from down there or up here? From 6% to 9%, David Schurz told us we could get to $5 from 9% to 60%. He said we could get to 6. Do all of you get it? To be honest, we could be getting ready for the next better like. Right now, all I want to do is finish this before the next like comes up. Then I'll probably sell my XRP and buy Ethereum when it's worth the most. Yes, this is how the XRP to ETH pair would work.
Yes.
That's how things would go. It's likely to calm down after that while Ethereum goes up against XRP. You just want to get as much as possible from this. But this is a bad idea that will cost you money. But now is a great time because everyone is behind you. This is where Ripple shows up today too. It looks like good news is on the way. This one thing could make or break the 18.9 trillion in tokenized assets that will be used by 33. Good care in an institution. What does this have to do with anything? Then what is this? Hey, feel free to use Ripple. I do some things to help Ripple AI. What question do you have? Like to see something? I've never seen this before. What is this? Guys, it's mostly a help button. Hey there, how much is X? I'm typing with one hand. By the way, how much will XRP cost soon? I only need to know the answer because this looks like a spread of AI bots. Guys, this is crazy. I just saw the Ripple AI helper for the first time. Before, they didn't have. If you want to know more about XRP, please check out Ripple's XRP page. That's all, guys. In any case, though, could that have been there before? I may have seen it before, but I'm not sure. That's really cool, though. If you need help, just ask. Keeping digital assets safe and making institutions stronger, more obedient, and bigger. It did come out today. Taking care of digital assets is quickly turning into an important part of the banking system. As digital finance grows, custody is becoming more and more important for things like issuing stable coins, sending money across countries, and tokenizing real-world assets. There needs to be a custody.